15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Petitioners are aggrieved by twin orders passed by Civil Judge Junior Division in regular civil suit number 22 of 2019. Briefly stated, the facts are that petitioners are original defendants and respondents are the legal heirs of the original plaintiff. The original plaintiff, that is, respondent, herein filed regular civil suit against the defendants for permanent injunction in respect of the suit property. The original plaintiff expired on 16/04/2015. His legal heirs are the present respondents. The petitioners objected to the proposed amendment application on the ground of maintainability and limitation. They contended that the proposed amendment would change the nature of the suit and a completely different relief would be introduced and granted by the court. On the aspect of the limitation, it was contended that the cause of action to seek the relief had arisen immediately on filing the written statement, and the application was filed after a period of 8 years. I have heard the learned counsel for the respective parties and perused the pleadings. Submissions made by the parties are on the pleaded lines. It is stated that the courts have a very wide discretion in the matter of amendment of pleadings. Therefore, power of courts must be exercised judiciously and with great care while deciding the applications for amendment. One of the principal conditions required to be considered by the court is whether grant of amendment is necessary for determination of the real controversy in the suit. If the condition is not satisfied, the amendment cannot be allowed. This is basic test which should govern the court's discretion in granting or refusing amendment. The Supreme Court has laid down some basic principles which ought to be taken into consideration while allowing or rejecting the application for amendment. The rule, however, is not a universal one, or under certain circumstances, such as amendment may be allowed by the court notwithstanding the limitation law. The fact that the claim is barred by law of limitation is one of the factors to be taken into account by the court in exercising the discretion as to whether the amendment should be allowed or refused, but it does not affect the power of the court if the amendment is required in the interests of justice. On critically analyzing both the English and Indian cases, some basic principles emerge which ought to be taken into consideration while allowing or rejecting the application for amendment. stop over.